Hi friends, this is Nishant, and this is that time of the year when I bring good news. Yes, TIC 4.0 admission window is beginning in just a couple of days. So this is 30th March 2022, and just a couple of days and the admission window of TIC 4.0 will begin on 1st of April 2022. This is kind of a ritualistic video that I'm making right now, and I'm going to keep it very, very brief today. The reason I'm saying that it's a ritualistic video is because before starting any batch, before starting any new admission window, I always come up and I say something, right? But everything that has to be said about TIC or TFS for that matter has been said. So I will not spend a lot of time repeating that. Maybe I'll reinforce a couple of important things here and there, but I will not it's not an exhaustive video. It's not going to be a comprehensive video, a go-to video if you want to know what is TIC and what is TFS, right? For that, there are two video resources that you must see. Everybody who's remotely interested in knowing what is TIC and interested in joining the TIC tribe, the TIC family, they must see those two videos. One video I made when we were opening for TIC 2.0 in July 2020. Okay, so you'll get the link of that video above. That's I think the title of that video was "Don't Join TIC." And last year, in I think in March 2021, I did a Facebook Live, a webinar, and about TIC, and it was I basically spelled out everything that you need to know about TIC, the culture, the curriculum, the logistics, the structure of it, what is expected out of you, and how to take TIC, everything, right? So I'll share the link of that Facebook Live because I have uploaded that Facebook Live webinar on YouTube, right? So I'll share the link of that as well. You'll find it on the top of your screen. So these two video resources, right? One was made in 2020 and one was made in 2021. So as I said, everything that has to be said about TIC, TFS or me has been said, right? So I will not repeat that. If you want to join TIC, you must see those videos. This is where your hard work begins, right? So your journey of TIC begins now. And if we often laugh around that it's a one is I think a 40-minute long video, one is I think a 1 hour plus long video. People say, give me something short so that I can understand what is TIC. Well, this is the first filter. If you cannot watch a 1 hour long video, then you should not join TIC. As simple as that. Because in TIC, let alone video, you will get 1 hour long audios. I just pick up my phone randomly, candidly, just like I'm, talking to you right now, very, very candidly. So I just pick up my phone very, very candidly and I press the record button and I start talking. And I talk for an hour. That's TIC for you. Right? So a very, very basic introduction. If you don't know me, if you don't know what we do, very, very basic introduction. And I'm going to be very, very candid here. This video is in English language because I do not want to set the expectations wrong. TIC is going to be in English. So anybody who's interested in TIC, right, who's watching this video, that's why I'm making this video in English language. For Hindi language, I'm planning few things, but not right now. I won't talk about them right now, but I'm planning something. Okay. So TFS as a as an organization, it started as a Facebook group, and though actually it started before that, but okay, officially it started as a Facebook group in 2017. From there, we have come a long way from 5 odd members to 21,000 now. And those of you who know TFS, they know how it is different from other stock market related groups. It is not a fish market. TFS has always, stood with quality, right? It's a private group. It's not a public group. No stock tips or calls or nothing, right? Always the focus has been on learning. So one thing I must say here, that if you don't know what is TFS, if you haven't been through TFS, if you don't understand the culture, when you be in some group, it's not just the content, it's the vibe of it, the vibe, the culture of it. And I think that is the real thing. Even in the family, even in the family. What gives you peace? It's a vibe, if the vibe of a household is not right, things happen. Yeah, everybody's in stress, tension, negativity. So vibe is the most important thing. So if you don't know the vibe of TFS, I would suggest first spend some time, getting the vibe of it. And how would you do that? Explore TFS. All my posts in TFS are hashtagged with hashtag NA. Okay. So NA is my name, Nishant Arora. All my posts are hashtagged with hashtag NA. So if you go to the group search box and you search hashtag NA, you will get all my posts. Right? Don't go for shortcuts there, sir. How can I organize them date wise? Well, come on. Just do the manual work. So if what I was about to tell you, that if you are diligent enough, you know, if you are curious enough, if you are hardworking enough, you will find so much of material for free in TFS Facebook group itself and YouTube. Okay, we have the YouTube channel, obviously, where you are watching this video. So the point is that you will get so much of material at your disposal that would take you, maybe that would keep you busy for 6 months. And if you are a hard thinker, deep thinker, it might keep you busy for 1 year. There are people, who have changed their entire outlook, their entire thought process, be it trading, be it life, just by being in the Facebook group. So, it's about, nothing is good or bad. It's about what we can take from something, right? What we can take from something. Even the best book in the world, even the best book is waste in the hands of a bad reader, right? So everything comes down to that. Everything. So I would say that explore TFS, that is the first thing. So TIC is for them who are through that stage, who know TFS, who have read my posts, who know me, in a sense that they know that, when people ask, see, I'm not going into that debate how TIC is different from other TA courses, or how TFS is different from other stock market training schools and all that. I won't get into that. If you remain in TFS, if you be in TFS, if you read, TFS posts, there are many trade threads, there are live posts, and there is so much. If you have seen my videos, then I don't think I need to say anything, right? Because saying it spoils it, right? So if you have the vibe of, if you want to get in TIC, make sure that you have the vibe. Okay, that is one part. Now TIC is, I created TIC for, little more serious learners. So to cut it short, it's a Telegram based university, I would say. I will not call it a stock market training channel. University, you will come to know when you will join it. Okay, so we started in, now I'm saying TIC 4.0. So right now, the admission window is open for TIC 4.0. Now how does this 4.0 come up? 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. When TIC 1.0 started, it was not called 1.0 then. It reminds me of when the first World War happened. We didn't call it World War One. Yeah. Only when the second happened, World War One, that name was assigned to the first war. So when October 2019, we started with the first batch. October 2019. First batch, second batch, November 2019, third batch, December 2019, fourth batch, January 2019. After fourth batch, we sealed it and we called it, TIC. We sealed it. Why? Because then the content was increasing and it was becoming difficult for the new members to actually keep the pace. So we sealed it and that became one channel. So there are two parts to the whole thing: TIC channel, okay, and TIC workspace. Two parts. Now channel is a one way platform where only I can talk to you, which is used by me to write posts, to publish videos, to publish audios. Okay, you get the thing. One way. Why one way? So that it remains clutter free, so that it remains in a chronological order, and there is no chaos. And then there is a second platform, which is TIC workspace. Now, Workspace is a two-way platform, right? There you can talk to me. There we can interact with each other, your issues, your questions, and general talking as well. Because TIC is a family, you will know that. It's a family. So two parts. Um, so then, October 2019, November, December, January, we took 4 batches and we started out. Then in July 2022, we again opened. And then, initially I thought that I will put this, the new entrants in the same channel and the same workspace. It was easy for me because, I'll just put them there and they'll read everything in a chronological order. They will start from, zero, from the first post in the channel. But by then, many months of work had been done. So I thought that, let's not, it's a psychological thing. You get my point? I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying, let's say I take you in a channel which already has 5,000 posts and I ask you to read from the first post. It's not impossible, right? But it creates a psychological burden. So I decided to take the tough road, and I took the new batch, which we took in July, batch 5, in a new channel, blank slate. Okay, because by then a lot of content had already been made, so we started pushing that content from there to there, but in a very just like we started there. So when 1.0 started, content was being made. When 2.0 started, a lot of content was already made and the new content was being made every day. You're getting the point? So this is how it is. And then we took admissions in July 2020, August 2020 and September 2020. So 3 batches. So 4 batches earlier, 3 batches now. And now 2 different groups. TIC 1.0, which consisted of 4 batches, and TIC 2.0, which consisted of these 3 batches. After that, we took a break and we opened for new admissions in April 2021, 1 year back. You see, such a long gap. Why? Because it's a hard job. When you will get in TIC, you will realize that I'm giving my life to it, literally. I mean, from the moment I wake up to the moment I sleep, even there are no weekends for me. There is no family time for me. There is nothing. I'm always either thinking about TIC or doing something in TIC, So that's why, it takes a lot of time to bring people to a certain stage by focusing on them. Because when we take new entrants, they tend to take up more of my focus, right? So I need to make sure that first, before I take new people, the old people must be little at a stage where they can work on autopilot for a couple of months. Okay, so we took batch 8 in April 2021 and batch 9 in May 2021. Okay, and we called it TIC 3.0. And again, we didn't take them in the previous channels and workspaces. No, we created a fresh channel and workspace for them. All right, and so we started from, just like to give them the experience that they don't have to cover any backlog. It obviously it makes things little difficult for me at my end, but I think that's the right way to go. So that they don't have a backlog kind of mentality, so that they don't feel bogged down on the day one, So we start with a clean slate, and a lot of content, as I said, has already been made and new content gets made every day. This is it. So now after 1 year, last time the admission window was opened it was in April 2021 and May 2021. And this time, initially when we started TIC 1.0, we took 4 batches at a go. October, November, December, January. Then in 2.0, we took 3 batches. July, August, September 2020. And then in 3.0, we took 2 batches, right? April 2021 and May 2021. Now we are at in March, end of March 2022. This is going to be batch 10. And we are going to create a separate channel, a separate everything, which is TIC 4.0. So one thing you must be clear, that each and everyone who will join in this April 2022 is batch 10. TIC 4.0. Okay, you must always remember. I mean, this is like your class name and roll number, right? So TIC 4.0 batch 10. Maybe we might open, in May as well for batch 11, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So treat it as as the last chance. So, so we have been getting many inquiries, ever since we sealed TIC 3.0 back in, 1 year ago. We have been having inquiries since that day, right? And obviously, you know me, I don't reply. It's not that. Actually, the thing is that um, I don't take TIC as a marketing endeavor. I have been a sales guy all my life. I've run many businesses. But I don't take TIC as a marketing endeavor. Otherwise, I mean, it, right? You all run Facebook. You all have YouTube. You all know what is happening in the name of stock trading education. You all know. 99 bucks, 197, 3-day workshop, change your life. Yeah, one strategy to change your life. You all know what is happening. The moment you open your Facebook, in your face advertisements, sponsored ads. Have you seen any sponsored ad from us ever? Don't we know how to do that? Yeah, but please understand, again, as I said, culture. For me, how TIC is perceived is more important than how many students we can get. So this has to be understood, right? I will never ever do a sponsored post on TIC. So it is not that. It is not something that I'll take any stranger here. No, it's not that. It is for those who have the vibe of TFS. This is very, very, very important, right? So and plus, please understand. I mean, you can ask even TICians. We have more than 1,500 students now in TIC. 1,500. If you arrange a physical seminar with 1,500, just imagine what a big hall you would need. You can imagine the crowd of 1,500. So it's a big crowd. And the point is that even they don't get any mails from us. Otherwise, if you these days, what is happening? There are so many marketing organizations, right? You just fill in your email ID, and from that moment onwards, you start getting 5 mails a day. 5 mails a day. We don't do that. We don't do that. So we don't believe in over pushing. I'm not even pushing TIC here. If you see the videos, the webinar and the YouTube video which we made earlier, you would see that I am rather saying don't join. Why? Because it's not easy. It would take commitment. The word actually, the right word is not even commitment. The right word is sankalp. Sankalp. TIC is rather an anushtan. And before doing any anushtan, you must need sankalp. You must take sankalp. Without that, please understand, it is undoable. Now, talking about what is TIC. So, I've given you a complete mind share on basics of logistics of structure of TIC, right? So, a channel, one way, and a workspace, two-way. Okay. Now, the process of admission, before I talk a little bit more about TIC, content wise and all that, the process of admission. So, today is, we are standing at the end of March. From 1st April onwards, and I think we'll do it within a day. So 1st April, we will start responding to every single mail that we have received. Okay, 1st April. And you will start getting the replies on 1st April. In the reply, you will get a mail. It will contain a mail body and it will contain, a brochure. Okay. And it will contain a link. So I'm telling you right in advance, because what happens? People don't even read it. People don't even read it. The first thing that you would need to become a TICian is to be self-aware, sharp, always attentive, always aware of what is happening around you, inside you. That is the only way to navigate TIC. So start imbibing those attributes from today onwards. So you will get an email. It will be an email body, and a link and a brochure. Okay, read the brochure, everything, and in the brochure there will be payment details and all. Once you do that, then click on that link. That is a KYC link. Okay, do the needful there, fill in the form and everything, and you need to attach your payment proof there. When you do that, when you do everything, there will be a submit button. The moment you click on that submit button, you will be admitted into the Telegram channel. In that channel there will be nothing. As I said, we will start with a clean slate. In fact, many people were saying, put us in the channel, at least we will get some content or give us some. It doesn't work like that. Please understand. You have waited for 1 year. Can't you wait for few more days? But do it in a structured way. Don't make a chaos of it. Right? If we do something, we'll do it properly. So, you've waited for 1 year, wait for a few more days. That's all I have to say. So when you get joined in that channel, there will be nothing in that channel. And after everybody will join in, so that, the date, the admission process will be from 1st of April 2022 to 15th of April. Okay. And we will need 5 days. And this is what we have, how we have been doing it. This is how it happened in TIC 1.0. This is how it happened in TIC 2.0. This is how it happened in 3.0. So it's not something new, right? So you will join in. I mean, as you will be making the payments and filling in the KYC and all that, you will be joining a Telegram channel. Okay. It will be a blank channel, and admission window closes on 15th of April. All right. After that, we generally take 4 or 5 days to do the audit. So audit basically in terms of, that everybody who has joined, their KYCs and, all that. So basic audit. And after that, once that is complete, generally that is complete by 20th of the admission month. From that day, we start. And obviously your tenure begins from that day, right? So don't worry about that. I'd like to say something. Don't worry about commercial things. Please understand. People ask about fees. What is TIC fees? Please understand. I just say this. The annual subscription. So TIC has 2 kinds of subscriptions. It's a journey. It's a pay as you go model, right? It's a journey. It's not a workshop. It's not a webinar. It's not a course. It does not have an end date. It's a journey. So when something is a journey, it always has to be subscription, right? So there is a half-yearly subscription and there is a 1-year subscription. At this point in time, after running it for more than 2 years, I feel that there shouldn't be a half-yearly subscription, because half-yearly is nothing. Please understand. You start getting the feel of it, the crux of it, the soul of it after 7-8 months. Then you start feeling like that, now you are hitting it. So anyway, but we'll still offer it for 6 months and 1 year. So the subscription amount of 1 year is something that, with TIC kind of learning, you can make back in 1 trade. That is what it is. In fact, TIC is a difficult, it's a bad proposition. Rather, I would be very, very honest with you, for me also. Why? Because the money that we are charging for annual subscription, see, we charge money because we need seriousness. Otherwise, there will be no seriousness. Again, it will be like a fish market, right? But money is actually not the parameter here. But if, many are interested in that, so I'll just say this, that if you are a smoker, 1 day money of TIC is even less than your cigarette expenses, right? It is lesser than, if I convert the annual price in the monthly, it is lesser than the monthly fees of your nursery class student. So it's nothing. In fact, if I start doing seminars, let's say, or workshops, I can easily charge that 1 year amount in 3 days or 2 days. That's what's happening. That is what is happening. People do 2-3 days kind of workshop for 20,000-25,000, 30,000 rupees. In fact, there are seminars for 40,000, 50,000 rupees 1 day. So this is not that, right? This is something where you have to live with me. Please understand. That is the crux of it. You have to live with me. I'll say something. TIC 1.0. I would say that yes, to be it 2.0, be it 3.0, be it 1.0, they all are my kids and they all are very, very close to my heart, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of each and every one of TICN. Amazing people, amazing people. But 1.0 actually grew faster. And I'll tell you why. Because when 1.0 joined in, there was no content. They even didn't know that there will be content. There was no commitment. There was no commitment of that this will be taught, that will be taught. Nothing. Why did they join? They joined in to be with me. That was their greatest motivator. And that is the right reason. They joined in with the right reason. Obviously, they got everything, So the content, people ask about TAC, I will not talk about we will teach this, trend lines, moving average, RSI. You will get everything and the best of it, best and the best of it, the original work. You will get that. But I don't focus on that. I focus on personality development. I focus on all round development of, your personality. Because that is important if you want to do anything. Forget trading. If you want to do anything in your life, you first have to manage yourself, right? So TIC, if you ask me what is TIC, I think TIC is a comprehensive personality development course which makes you a trader. You eventually become a trader, a wonderful trader, right? But you become everything else as well. You become a complete man or a woman. I was about to say complete man, then it would be a woman might take it as a anyway. So TIC is like a I mean, you must have heard this, right? Every TICN, you have heard many testimonials, many posts. Every TICN says one thing, that TIC is not just about trading, right? It's very candid. Please understand. Right now, as I'm talking to you, very candidly, nothing is scripted. Right? This is how it is. Who scripts things to talk to their family? So this is my family. Nothing is scripted. If I am not true to you, what is the point? Right? So this is that. And one question people ask many times, that how much time it will take to become profitable? Well, there are people who become consistently profitable just after 6-7 months. Now you will say, oh, why 6-7 months? It's a long period. No, it's not long. Please understand. Please understand. You spent 15-16 years of basic education to get a job of 25-30,000 rupees per month. And you are okay with that. And you're okay with that. To get I mean, if you do an MBA from a regular college, you get a job of what? 30,000, 35,000, 50,000 rupees, 55,000, 60,000 rupees per month. After what? After studying for 15-16 years. Then you never ask this question. But here it's 6 months and you want to make 1 lakh rupees every day. So align this. This is what social media has done to you. Please understand. This is what social media has done to you. This is what noise has done to you. So align. You are way smarter than that. Be logical. Have some common sense. That obviously it will take time, right? So I was saying that there are people there. It's about grasping. There are people who grasp the whole thing at once. There are people who take 1 year to grasp. There are people who take 6 months to grasp. There are people who might take 1.5 years to grasp, right? But my point is, what's the hurry? What's the hurry? The objective should be to internalize everything, right? So people ask, it's kind of an FAQ now. People ask, if TICNs have become profitable, why do they keep on renewing? Well, let me tell you something. If you haven't become profitable, then you will renew, obviously, right? Because it means that you still have to learn. It means that you still haven't internalized. And if you have become consistently profitable, then why you shouldn't renew? Then you should also renew. Why? Because then they stay with their family, because it's penny. See, TIC, when you get in TIC, after a while, after a week, after 10 days, after 15 days, it becomes an important part of your life. It's not a workshop that you go to and you forget. It's not a seminar that you go to and you forget. You live with me, I live with you, you live with other TICians, those who will join with you. You will develop a camaraderie with them. You will develop, it will become a fraternity. It will become a part of your life. Something that the moment you open your eyes in the morning, you will open it the first thing. It will be the last thing that you see before you sleep. So when that kind of feeling develops, right, and you are consistently profitable, and the annual renewal amount is worth one trade, one successful trade of yours, then you would rather stay for life, isn't it? In fact, there are members, and not just one, hundreds of members who ask for, sir, 5-year subscription, 10-year subscription. I say, come on, yaar. I don't even know whether I'll run it for 2 years or 3 years. Right? Who knows? Life is very unpredictable, these days. So I don't want to take that much of commitment that I give you lifetime subscription, but there is a demand for it. Why? Because they have become so consistently profitable that it's nothing. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Don't come with that petty mindset. If you come in TIC, the only objective that you must have is to evolve. That you are coming here to, for evolution of yourself as a person, as a trader, right? And you will see, I don't want to say it, you will see that it takes a lot of hard work, both on your part as well as my part, a lot of hand holding. And people ask about, sir, when what will be the hours when you teach? When you will come in TIC, you will regret asking this question, because I am 24/7 there. Again, please understand, it's a family. So there is nothing like I will teach from 9 to 11, or I will not teach on Sunday. It's nothing like that. I can be with you for 1 hour, maybe 3 o'clock in the night. I might be making some messages for you. You're getting the point? So it's a family. If we make these kind of rules, I think then it will become cold. And I don't want to make it cold. It's a warm place. Right? It's a family. Then there's a question. So half yearly, annually, okay, renewal based. Now content. So content, as you will evolve in the content, initially when we will start, I will start from very, very basics. So what we expect from you, I expect basic understanding of what is a stock, what is a chart. You must have a broker, you must have an account, you must know how to open a chart, okay, at least that much. And then we will start from very, very basic tick level thing and all that. So initially you might feel that but I know it, but I already know it. That's fine. That's fine. But gradually, as you move on, you will start realizing, see, things in the world are all the same. All the chemicals are same, but different chemists, different scientists, they use different combinations of them and they create their own things, right? When people invent something, when people create something of their own, the components of that, they're already there, right? When people make a song, when a music director makes a song, all the notes which he used were already there. He just arranged it. It's the perception. It's his perspective, his prerogative. So as you will evolve in the TIC journey, you will see that there are many copyrighted content perspectives, something very, very original, something that you would have never even thought about or seen or witnessed. We have all sorts of people in TIC from 18 years of age to 70 years of age. Okay. And they all treat it like Gurukul. So that is one part that must be there. They all treat it like Gurukul. And we have people who have taken all the possible courses, celebrity trader courses and everything. They have spent unbelievable amount of money. And they tell me that, the kind of, it's not just about the content. See, content is out of the world. You will get that. Within few months, you will understand. You will understand that even a topic like, I'll tell you something. If you think moving averages, even if you are trading for last 10 years and using moving averages, and you think moving averages, well, join TIC and you will be blown away. You will be like, what? This? Why didn't I see it like this before? You're getting my point? So that is why I don't bifurcate it in, like that I'll teach you price action, I will teach you RSI, I will teach you moving average. That is why I don't do that, because it's a holistic thing. That is not what strategy will you teach, another FAQ. Well, it's not a strategy. It's like going to a music school and asking what song will you teach. If they tell you that we will teach you these 10 songs, it's a bad school, right? The good school is which will tell you that, oh, that's a wrong question. If you ask what songs will you teach, they should say it's a wrong question. We will teach you all the rags and all everything, and within a matter of time you will be able to play any song. Getting the point? This is what we do in TIC. I don't teach strategies. I love this statement. I make you a strategy. I make you a strategy. Trend following, mean reversion, this, that, momentum, value. Please understand, TIC is way beyond all of it. And I was, in the evening itself, I was watching that webinar which I did last year. And I was looking at questions that people were asking during that webinar. Well, those guys are in 3.0 now. And I was looking at the questions and I was laughing. Even they laugh now. Within a couple of months, they generally message me and say, sir, I'm really sorry. Actually, it's not their fault. But the truth is that somebody who's outside TIC, he actually cannot understand the depth and the intensity of it because it's not their mistake, because they haven't seen anything like that. How would people perceive anything? People would perceive anything from their lens of their own experience. Whatever they have seen, whatever they have experienced, they see everything, they judge everything with that lens. So if you don't have the lens of judging TIC, you will not be able to understand what is TIC. And the only way to do that is to get in TIC. Right? So people ask a variety of questions before joining TIC, but I think within a month of joining TIC, they get answer to everything. Right? But still, I do these kind of talks to make you comfortable. Right? But again, I'm saying that even though I'm trying to answer certain queries here, but there will be no query left once you join TIC. Queries will change, then you will be confused, because confusion is good. You will get that as an audio. There's an audio I've made for TIC. Confusion is good. Confusion is the only way to progress. If you are very, very comfortable, if you don't have any confusion in life, right, it means you are not learning anything new. If you are confused, it means you are on the right path. Right? So anyway, clear? A channel and a workspace, right? Admission process I have explained. Money part I have explained. And now in the channel, once you will be in the channel, as I said, from the 20th of this month, after closure of the payment window, then, I'll start posting in the content. So content as of now is in two parts. One is static content and one is dynamic content. What is static? When we started TIC, everything was dynamic. Why? Because everything was being made then, right? But now we have a repository of plethora of content, right? It's a huge pile of content, videos, audios, posts, and whatnot. So there is one part that, the static part of it, and the dynamic part is what I do every day. That is dynamic, because it's not just about a concept, it's about different versions of it. If I tell you something, see, that is why learning to trade is more effective in a journey format. Because if you attend a workshop or a seminar and they teach you a strategy, right, you come to the market next day and it doesn't work. Why? Because everything has different versions. There are so many permutations and combinations, and you can only understand that if you live with the teacher. Right? So in TIC, you get to live with the teacher. It is a live-in kind of program. Yeah. It's a live-in relationship. Me and my 1500 students. And now you. So, the static content and the dynamic. The dynamic will start after few months. Why? Because it will take few months for you to come at par with my language with which I trade, right? It's a program where I will give you my eyes. You're getting the point, that how to see things. It's not just about me offloading information on you or bombarding information on you. It's not that. It's about development of a vision. I cannot just put in a pen drive here and give it to you. So but this program is actually about that, right? So it takes a lot of effort. I explain a concept, then maybe I do a video around it. If I feel that no, it is not enough, I do an audio around it. If I feel no, it is not enough, I do countless live work around it, you know. So point is that things are structured and things are unstructured too. The objective is that you must learn, and I will do everything it takes. It's as simple as that. I will do everything it takes, right? So we have catered to this, that static content and dynamic. Dynamic will start after a few months, once you will be at par with where I'll be able to share my everyday things with you. As of now, I won't be. If I share my everyday things with you, you will not understand, right? So you must first get the terminology, and now 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, they are at a level where we do such live work on every single day basis that they get enamored. When we started out in the channel, I used to post, let's say, 2 3 posts in a day, or maybe an audio, or just like that. Now, and in the workspace, there is so much of action. Now in the channel, every day they get 50 posts. Why? Because live threads, right? But it takes some time to reach that level, right? So that is that. And I've told you about strategy. See it, please understand from my standpoint. Again, I've said this before, that it's more sellable if I say RSI workshop for 2 days. I teach you an RSI strategy, or I teach you a price action strategy, or I teach you a trend line strategy, or a moving average strategy. But this is patchwork. It is sellable, it is marketable easily, but this is patchwork. You know. So what I'm trying to say here is that don't get lost in patchwork. Take it as a holistic thing. We will do everything it takes, even if it means price action or this or that, but they have to be knitted together. You can't learn them separately and then fix it. So it has to be knitted together, and that has to be in an evolution format, that one thing comes out of the another. It's like peeling an onion from inside. So that's that. And as I said, as I gave the music example, that I will make you, I'm that kind of music school, and I'm saying it with full confidence because it is tested, time tested, that I will make you able to play any song. So don't ask me which song will you teach, how many songs will you teach. Okay, any song, anything that you will hear, you will be able to play, or anything that you will see, you will understand the trade. What kind of trade is this? Permutation and combination of it, all that. Okay, so this is one thing. And then people ask, I have a full time job. Will I be able to do it? Because we talk about live work, right? Well, please understand, live work, it is not important for you to sit live there. You can read that later on as well, right? And if you have a full time job, all I ask is that, but you still have to give maybe an hour to start with, an hour every night, or whatever time of the day you can, feel comfortable, every day. See, unless you bring TIC in your schedule, it is impossible. After a while, people procrastinate for a few days or weeks or months. Now ask TICians. Those who have done that mistake, they are now finding it impossible to catch up. Because once TIC picks momentum, then it gets out of the reach. So 1 hour to start with every day. That's all I ask. And I mean, please understand, what is it that you ask? You are asking for life freedom. You are asking for financial freedom. And what are you thinking if you can't even give 1 hour? Getting my point? So if somebody has told you that you can just be financially free in a weekend, you know that you are being fooled, isn't it? You know that. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know that all these advertisements are actually scam. Deep down, you know that. But that little part of you, the little kid inside your heart, which dreams, which wants that this happens, that happens, he gets trapped. You know that it's all a trap. But here, I'm not promising all those, uh, fancy things to you. I'm saying it's a hard road, it's a tough road, right? So to start with 1 hour, maybe as we progress, then maybe a couple of hours on weekends. Maybe you have to See, revision, many times you have to, first you go through the content, then you have to revise it and all that, right? But the good thing is that we will start with a blank slate. Blank slate. Okay, I'll start posting things gradually to build up, to evolve you and all that, and we'll start from there, right? And eventually it takes a life. I'll tell you something. As I said, that there's a static part and a dynamic part. Static part is that which is already made, right? And I mean, I don't even have a count of how many videos I've done in TIC. So you will get all of them, but at the right time, right? So I've done, I think, I don't know how many audios even. So you will get them, but they are numbered, right? So you will get them at the right time when you need them, So that way it is structured. But there will be a time when you will, be that skilled that we will talk on live basis, right? Then you will get the dynamic content. And even I'll tell you something. 3.0 got better content than 1.0 and 2.0. I gave that content later on to 1.0 and 2.0, but when 3.0 started, blank slate. So we had, everything, all the content with us, with which we had to start 3.0. So I started giving them that. But when I was giving them that, I started creating more content for them. You're getting the point? It happens. It happens because when I see my things which I have done, I think no, this must also be added here, or I can do this also. So TIC 3 got way more content than 1.0 and 2.0. Now 3.0 is completing its 1 year, right? And just to give you a snapshot, just to give you an idea, 1.0, when they completed their 1 year, I think I had done some 55 or 56 audio snippets. Okay, I'm just taking example of audio in 1 year. 2.0 got, I think, some 75 audio snippets in 1 year. 3.0 got 100 audio snippets in 1 year. Extra. Though I keep forwarding that to 1.0 and 2.0 as well. But 3.0 got better parenting. 4.0 will get better than that. But it's not your right to expect. Please understand that. It will happen, but don't expect that. Again, what should be the mindset? What mindset you must carry when you come? That you want to be with me. Just that. Forget what will I teach, because you cannot even imagine what I will teach. If I say that I will teach you this, it will be an insult. And if you join in TIC, after a few months, you will tell me, sir, we shouldn't have asked that question. Right? So please understand that it's the content wise, just as I said, you will be blown away. Copyrighted content, and you will find that the depth and the intensity. But more than the content, it's the intensity, it's the involvement, that you will see from me. Because TIC, as I said, is my family. In fact, I keep it above my family. TIC gets all my time. Right? So that is that. And another FAQ, content. So content is the ownership. The ownership of content lies with TIC. Okay. As I said, it's a pay as you go model. So you remain in TIC as long as you keep subscribing, right? And if you are out, then you do not have right to content. Please understand. It's like that gym analogy. That if you join a gym, you go there and you use the machines. If you subscribe out, if you don't go to the gym, then you don't take a dumbbell home, right? That's not your dumbbell. So don't get, again I'm saying, don't get into those petty things. You have become petty thinker because of the word around you. That is going to change. That is going to change the moment you will enter in TIC. All right. So that is that. And I think you got the crux, right? And within, I guess within few months, people say, sir, you get so many good posts. TICians write so much about their experience. They make videos, testimonials. It is too good to be true. Well, let me tell you something. Within 6 months, you will be making your video and sending it to me without even me asking. Because this is something that can only be experienced. I cannot define what is love. You have to fall in love to experience love. So you have to join TIC to understand TIC. So with this, I conclude this talk and I formally announce the commencement of admission process of TIC 4.0, right? And I invite you all to be a part of this tribe, this growing community, this family, to change your life, to change your whole self, your whole attitude about markets, about trading, about life. Yeah. And then we live happily ever after. Yeah. So I hope it helps. Yeah. And that's all. See you inside. Thank you.